Let's talk about the 3 most popular ways to monetize your podcast. In case you're new here, I'm John Taylor. I'm CEO of the Act 3 agency, where we help podcasters like coaches, consultants, and founders turn their podcasts into revenue-generating machines. So this is part 1 of a 3-part series, but in this first part, we're going to cover 2 ways because they're often confused with one another. So the first way that most podcasts monetize is through programmatic ads. And this is the conventional wisdom way. This is when the podcast directory that you're on inserts advertising into your podcast and then pays you on a cost per thousand basis or a CPM basis. Now, this is usually the lowest form of getting paid. It will range anywhere from $8 to maybe at the top end, $15 cost per thousand. So if you have 1,000 viewers of your podcast, you'll make somewhere between $8 and $15 when they run programmatic ads. If they run 3 of those, then you're making between $24 and $45 for each episode that you do. You can see where this really adds up if you're like a Joe Rogan or a Mel Robbins, where you have millions of listeners, but really programmatic ads are kind of frosting on the cake. The second form of monetization is sponsorship. Now, sponsorship often gets confused with programmatic ads because advertising and sponsorship seem to be interchangeable, but they're not. The difference with sponsorship is you're talking about a single sponsor who's basically buying out the entire podcast, if not your entire digital platform. So a sponsorship will include advertising, will include spots within the podcast, but it can also include banner ads on your website or short clips on your YouTube or other forms of mentions of the sponsor throughout your digital ecosystem. Now, usually, you're only going to have one sponsor of the podcast, and that's another distinguishing feature. You are looking to sell your niche audience to one advertiser who is looking for exactly and specifically the kind of audience that you can deliver. And this is one of the reasons why you don't need millions or hundreds of thousands of listeners to get a good sponsor. All you need is to be sort of a micro-influencer, a person who has an audience, a niche audience that a specific kind of advertiser or organization is looking for. If you want to learn more about how to monetize your podcast, DM me anytime.